If you have a strong-willed child, I'm going to share one of my favorite techniques in this video to help you adjust the way you're responding to them. I call it Be Team Kid. Remember, strong-willed children are going to be considered defiant, which, by the way, I don't think defiance is a bad thing. It's all about how we respond to it. They tend to push against boundaries. They present with challenging behaviors. They tend to have a lot of difficulty regulating their emotions, so tantrums can last a lot longer, and everything just feels like a power struggle. So let's jump into it. What does it really mean to be Team Kid? By the way, for those of you who are new to me, my name is Albiona Rakipi. I'm a parenting coach, and I help parents reframe their daily challenges so you can parent with more joy, ease, and connection, and you can also work in the space of self-parenting yourself. So let's go into it. Be Team Kid is my favorite, and I actually learned it while working with kids for over 20 years. So 9 out of 10 times when we issue a consequence to our child and they become very dysregulated and upset, we almost use that opportunity to remind our child that it's their fault that they're feeling that way. So what does this look like? So let's say you're going to the park and you say to your child ahead of time that, hey, you can't put your hands on the other kids. You can't push any other kids while we're there. If you do, we have to leave. So sure enough, after about 20 minutes, your child engages in the behavior you don't want them to do. So then you say, okay, we have to leave. They become very dysregulated. Now you're in the car with them. And the whole time you're just telling them that, well, had you listened, we would still be at the park right now, but you didn't listen. So now we have to leave. And there is a little bit of this sort of desire to make sure that they know it's their fault. This is what I want you to reframe. I understand where you're coming from when you do that, but it isn't helpful and it isn't helping you gain connection with your child in that moment. So 1, lay out the game plan the way you did. That's perfect. If the consequence is we're going to go home, that's fine. They do the behavior they're not supposed to do. You get back in the car. And now here's where we make that shift. Instead of saying you're the reason that you're sad and we would have still been playing at the park had you just listened, I want you instead to say this. I know it's really hard right now, and I know it's hard to stop doing the thing we love. I get that you're sad. I get sad sometimes too. But you know what? When we go back to the park tomorrow, I know you're going to be able to do this. And I know it's hard to keep hands on your own body, but you're learning and you got this. You can do it. We're going to try again tomorrow. You want to be Team Kid. It doesn't mean they're all of a sudden going to calm down. But once you do this consistently, 2 things happen. 1, you stay really calm because now it isn't combative. You're not fighting against them. You're letting them know that I see that you need to develop this skill and I'm going to help you get there and I believe you can do it. And number 2, your child begins to feel seen and heard. And the more they feel seen and heard, the more they're able to regulate because they're not in battle anymore. When we come at them and we say, well, it's your fault, and did you just listen? All that does is completely rile them up even more, and it escalates and the emotional dysregulation gets worse. It's not achieving anything. So reframe that, try that the next time that your child doesn't follow through on something you need them to do, and I promise you, you will see a decrease in some of these behaviors. I'm hosting a live at 1 o'clock on 11/11 if you want to attend on TikTok, and I'm also doing group coaching all around raising strong-willed kids and emotional regulation for you, the parent, and your kids. Today is the last day to get on that wait list. Tomorrow I open registration to my wait list only, and I cap the group at a small size. So don't miss out. This is a really great opportunity.